at the recent ban placed on a Hausa song by one Ado Gwanja by the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, and the issue around it. How do you look at it, sir?
Well, I do not listen to Hausa music in the first place, not because I do not like it or anything. I do not even have interest in music generally, uh, especially since music ceased to become the powerful poems we used to know them to be. They are now just lyrics of one's very mundane thoughts that are not even that do not carry any inner meaning.
Yes.
So I am therefore not really a consumer of these things. So I think by virtue of that, I do not feel myself qualified to talk about an issue that I do not even know or on a content I haven't scrutinized. But if what people have said or what I've read about it is anything to go by, then it is a matter of public concern. And what NBC has done is, the right thing to do, because sometimes it doesn't have to be this music. The point is that how would you deal with the content is on the internet? People will still search for the content
and they will listen.
Content, yes, and listen to it. Beyond that, now people will say, okay, if people can access the content whichever way, then what reason, what purpose does banning it serve? First of all, why, when we know that as a people crimes will never cease, there will always be crime.
Yes.
But what we do not want is to accept it as a normal form of conduct. Crime should be done secretly by people. If people do it secretly, let it remain secret. But when you bring it out to the public and you make it normal, then that's the problem. Otherwise, there are pornographic sites,
yes,
which people access using their phones and PCs. So how do you prevent that? Now, it is different when you broadcast a porn on a TV station. It's different.
Yes.
When someone else visits the site on his own,
it is limited to that
particular post. But when you make it normal, the children growing up will think that they will grow up to think that it is a normal thing, normal practice. That's bad, because those who are doing it, they are doing it to profit from it.
Yes.
If it is found to be indecent, you are not supposed to be allowed to profit from by way of promoting indecency. That's not fair. It's not fair. And I think that was the appropriate thing to do. When you profit from it, the society stands to gain nothing from you. So I think that's the issue I have over. That's my take. And then when you say what is the use of the NBC?
You have to regulate all these broadcasts.
So I think,
Well, I am no fan of Hausa music. Ideally, I recently stopped listening to music because I usually listen to music based on my mood. If I'm happy, I have a type of songs that I listen to. Sad, I do have songs that will go with my emotions, and so ordinarily this type of music is not even my type of consumption. But to be honest, this music has been so much more rampant in our women in the society. Musics like this, it is only, you will hardly find a guy listening to something as indecent as this. So what do you take from?
So it means you've listened to it.
No, I haven't. I have seen the report and I have seen some of the one or two lyrics which NBC have highlighted to be part of the indecency which is being promoted.
Well, I don't know why women choose to identify with musics like that, but it is what resonates with them. And the people who produce the content have a user experience. They have a knowledge about their audience.
Yes.
So they know who they are targeting. So they are doing it on purpose. You know, you don't produce contents that cannot be consumed. In fact, what pushes people into doing all sort of things nowadays is this mad race for getting money and recognition and fame and other things. So you know, when you have a song and it's not played anywhere, is now that is a drain on your popularity and other things. So they are now throwing up modesty just so that
they could get the fame.
They could get the fame, the money that it will come from it. So, but women, why women is only known to them? First of all, I'm not representative of women, any women group. The women around me, most of them, those I know, don't listen to such music, or if they do, not before me. So I do not have a way of asking them why they do that. But then, you know, women, you know, they will sometimes say that, you know, they want to catch fun with this thing. So, and people like Ado or Adamu or Gwanja or whatever he likes to call himself are only good at giving people these things because their life is up for anything. They don't have any specific, you know,
aim or goal.
It's not like aim,
direction or purpose.
Yeah, most people are driven by what they will get. They don't see what value this adds to society. I do not know if the reaction which I have seen indicates that there is hardly any purpose other than, you know, getting money from, you know, that song. That's my thought.
Well, what NBC has done will not stop him from getting the money that
he should go and sing another song. If he's a good singer, he will definitely come with a more decent song. But if you will continue to sing indecent songs, there are places where these are accepted. Let him go, or let him not get it what NBC is saying is simple.
Broadcasting stations.
These broadcasting stations are under are operating within our guidelines, and it is part of our guidelines that they do not play songs that are indecent. This is because it affects the psychological, mental, moral framework of young people in the society. So NBC only regulates media organizations. So if there is any other way people will consume it outside these media organizations, let them go and do it. But NBC has done its part, and I think they did what is appropriate, because you see the reaction. So even if there is a section of the society that thinks that, you know, that is uncalled for, fine, let them use their phones to go and download it, you know, and then listen to it as much as they like. But when an issue that, okay, who if this music is not played, who becomes sick?
Nobody.
What will be their loss? Their loss is nothing compared to
what
the concerns people raise. So I think what was done is appropriate. We are the only people in this world who like to go against decisions taken by government or government agencies. So I don't see any problem with that. After all, it's just one. It's music. It's just one music. It's not like
it's not
like a big
artist.
research or some breakthroughs in science or tech or anything. It's just one song and
that has carried no meaning.
no meaning. Let them go and sing another song if they're truly good. So that's that.
Well, people say it is inappropriate to place the ban.
What is inappropriate? So what is so NBC should be clapping for people? They have guidelines.
Yes, they have.
And they quoted the section.
Yeah.
And they grant you license to operate one only on the condition that you will comply with the
guidelines.
Now they are telling you that okay, we have identified a content that we think is against those guidelines. So we are now banning it, so that if you still go ahead to play it, we'll either fine your station or take back the license given to you. So if you call it inappropriate, what does that mean? What is inappropriate about that? Is it the music people? Did NBC ban other musics? How many other musics are played in this country? Some people will say that okay, there are songs that are even worse. Fine, if let them go and complain.
Let somebody file a report.
Let somebody file a complaint. You cannot just say that government agencies should not be reactive when they are there to serve the public interest. If it raises concern about the public, even if those that are worse did not cause as much reaction, then they are still required to act. Then if you think they are not doing as much on other issues in the past, go and bring those issues, table it before them, and if they don't act upon it, that's when you'll talk. Well, so that's my take. Music, and so let them go and
so we should not play it here.
No. I wait till I go out. If you like play it. What is there in music? There are there are a lot of things to go and listen to. It's just one music. How have people died? People are still living before the music, so they will still live. Music is why we even attack. In fact, it is not even of any use to discuss this kind of non-issue. As far as I'm concerned, is I don't even know the guy. I am even surprised that a report was filed today about him. I said, I said, okay, this guy, what song did he even? I thought it is blasphemous or something like that, but this is indecent.
But when you listen to
I didn't listen to it, and I cannot listen to. In fact, I came across a report, a draft to be edited, and I saw as part of it mentioned. I was wondering why. I asked, I said, this part of the statement NBC issued by NBC. I said, I did not. What you are
against it,
you are now banning. You even go ahead to mention it, to promote it. So radio stations will play that part. They say, okay, this is the part. This is an example of why this music is bad, and it is work done zero. So as far as I'm concerned, just send him a letter. Send TV stations. Don't even publish it. You are attaching extra. Now you make me to go and check on someone who I have ordinarily have no. It's not like okay, I'm writing him off. I have a defined framework for people I deal with, people I know, people who interest me.
Yeah.
But he doesn't interest me. What he does doesn't. Yes, he interests other people. That's fine. But with all due respect, I don't see why he is a problem to me. I don't care whether the music is played or not. I don't care. I will never listen to it. And that's what people are taking to say that why should there ever be a ban if you don't want it? why will you? Why wouldn't you? Why shouldn't you just stay away from it? But some of this, how you play? I'm watching, I'm listening to radio, and then someone plays it. How
will you stop
Yes.
it?
So these are the issues, and we have to, especially now that there is a lot of moral decadence in our households, in the communities, because relevant authorities, family members, members of the society are not, are not saying anything. They are not taking responsibility for this thing. So I think, these things have a way of, because if we are normalizing this kind of things, there will be a time when a lot of things, I know in Maiduguri, let people say we are conservative. I know in Maiduguri, when coppers, women, cannot go into certain areas when they wear trousers. But over time, people are used to it. Even people from those communities are today allowing their young people to wear
dress with trousers.
Trousers. And tomorrow, from trousers, it will be to mini skirts, and then anything goes. It doesn't mean that when people wear trousers, they are not decent. No. This is the culture of the people, respect it. It doesn't mean that people who wear, who cover their bodies don't commit crimes and indecent acts. But then, at least they don't popularize it. They don't rub it on the face of everyone. They don't offend people's sensibilities. People are so very apologetic of outward rubbish. People would wear, scant. People will appear almost half naked, and someone will tell you that, why are you worried about what someone else chooses to do? Is it not is she not, or is he not dressing that way to appear in a particular way to you? So he's doing it to offend you. Okay, but it's okay. All studio anchors are very stupid, and I'm in this studio.
You're offending me.
Am I not just saying whatever? But am I not offending you?
Yes.
So these are the things we are saying. So we have to save the next generation from complete moral decadence, and no society has ever succeeded. Each time people become morally bankrupt, then their downfall is people say that you cannot separate morality. Morality encompasses a lot of things: discipline, self-restraint, respect to authorities, and so how will a woman dress almost half naked to visit someone who is as old as her grandfather for business purposes? And when someone speaks to her, she says that is a fundamental human right. That fundamental human right, is it not offensive to that person? And she wears it deliberately, and so she doesn't want anyone to question her for deliberately doing that. So these things are very complex. But then again, we have to censor what our children
will consume,
and younger ones will consume. That's
well, thank you very much for joining me today. It was really well interesting. It is nice to have you here in the studio.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to our listeners or viewers. Catch you again next week on Tuesday, and likewise on Thursday. Have a great weekend.